Hey guys, Ernie here and welcome to the Paleo Maker MD channel. One of the best things about having a Bambu Lab printer, in my opinion, or at least using Bambu Lab filament, is that you're able to snap them apart and fill them with refills instead of having to buy a brand new filament spool every single time that you want more filament. It's not only good for the environment, it's also good for the pocketbook. Check out one of my recent videos on how you can save quite a bit of money on Bambu Lab filament. And today we're going to talk about one aspect of that, which is spools for your filament. So all that being said, can you effectively print your own spools for your Bambu Lab refills for your filament, PLA, PETG, whatever it might be? Can you print your own spools and are they effective and can they work? At the end of the day, just as importantly, are they worth it? Stay tuned, we're going to talk about it. As part of the pre-installed models on most Bambu Lab printers, at least on my Bambu Lab P2S, was replacement spools for your filament. Now, these ones that come on the Bambu Lab printers, to me, leave a little bit to be desired. They don't look really cool. You have to use these shims inside of them to keep them from coming apart. And at the end of the day, I'm not a fan. So I did what everybody does. I did a little research on MakerWorld. I tried to find the best filament spool that I thought would most replicate the original one from Bambu Lab, and I found one that I really like. Let's take a look at it. This is the replica of the original Bambu Lab spool. The designer is Fans. Time is 9.4 hours to do both of these. All right, so it splits in half just like a regular spool. Uses 205 grams of filament. The design is pretty straightforward. It looks a lot like the other one, okay? In fact, let's put this one right here. Here is an original Bambu Lab. Put them right next to each other. Slide those over for you. And you should be able to see that they look very, very similar. We're going to do a little bit of measuring here just to put these on the same side. As far as let me get this in millimeters. So the width, we're looking at 3.75, 3.56, 3.56, so it looks like 3.5. On the other one, 3.65, 3.6, very, very similar thickness. As far as the inside diameter of this, 54.6, 54.75. The original, 54.75, 54.6. It's kind of hard to get just right. So maybe slightly larger, 55, slightly larger. I'm not able to measure the entire thing, but we can measure half. Should be pretty much right on the money. So we'll just do half of this, pretty close. 72.36. 72 and a half roughly. On this one we've got 72.3, 72 and a half. So very, very similar. One of the things that I love about this particular type of spool is that it clicks together. Now, although this one doesn't have the same audible click, it has the same functional click. Let me get it lined up here. And it pops in. It is solid, guys. This thing is solid. It is pretty impressive, the degree of detail. Here's this side. Can't see it as good because it's in black, but it says Bambu Lab. Over here, same thing. Bambu Lab, and it has a spot. I put in a little sticker that says Matte PLA, but there you go. Two different spools. I used the super cool tack plate to print this. It worked flawlessly. You want to be careful. It has so much detail in here, all these tiny, tiny little circles. You need to make sure you get perfect adhesion on your first layer. Very, very important. I used the super cool tack plate and it worked perfectly. Show you guys a little more of the detail. I mean, these are really, really nice prints and they look pretty much exactly like the original Bambu Lab. How about that for an easy way to print your own replacement Bambu Lab spool? All right, so now the question is this print worth it? And I look at it from different angles. First off is time. It takes about 9 hours to print both sides. 9 hours is a long time on a 3D printer, but it's also a lot shorter amount of time than it would take to order something from Bambu Lab and have it come in the mail. So I think time is a win. As far as function goes, so far so good. It's very functional. It works just fine. The one thing I would say is that if you're going to be using ABS or things that take a lot of high heat and you're supposed to use a high heat spool, I think I probably would go ahead and buy a high heat spool. I'm sure you could make one as well out of different products, but I don't know for sure. So I don't know if I can recommend that. But from the standpoint of functionality, for PLA, normal temperatures, this stuff works perfectly. The last is cost. It's about 200 grams of filament to make one of these spools, roughly, a little bit more. So maybe you could get 5 out of 1 kilogram of filament. For me, when I buy in bulk, 200 grams cost me about $2.60. By the way, if you want a few tips on how to get your Bambu Lab filament the cheapest you possibly can, check out one of my recent videos and I'll tell you how. Am I wrong in seeing no downside to printing your own spools? To be honest with you guys, when I bought my printer, I bought it over Black Friday and they had a lot of sales. So I went ahead and bought a lot of filament, probably like 20 kilograms of filament because it was on such deep sale. I got it for less than $10 a kilogram. And I ended up buying, I think 5 or 6 extra spools as well. And I did that before I really realized you could effectively print your own spools. So going forward, if I need more spools, I don't think I'll buy any, I'll just print them. What do you guys think? Are there any pros or cons that I'm missing? Is there something that I'm not thinking of? I just don't see any negative to printing your own spools. There are lots of different designs on Maker World. You can get some that are a lot less filament, they have holes in them. I just like to recreate the ones closest to the original. I think they look really cool. I also like this one because it snaps into place. It's not going to come apart. It's a very positive snap, which makes me happy because you don't want one of these filament spools coming apart mid-print. It could cause complete mayhem. So I tend to go for the original. I also like the fact, like this time, that I could print it whatever color I want. I could print it in black like I did. You can print it in some fluorescent, whatever it might be. You can print it and you can have your own kind of personalized spools, and that is pretty cool as well. At the end of the day, that's what 3D printing is all about, is kind of creating your own stuff and kind of making things exactly the way you want them to be. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, answered a question. I think this particular spool model on Maker World is the best one. I did print several others. I thought about putting them in the video. I decided not to because we're just simplifying things. Look, I tried several. This was the best one, and the biggest benefit to this one is that it pops into place just like the original, and you're not going to have it fall apart. We talked about that earlier, but I guess it's enough to emphasize. Do me a favor, guys, if you like this video, check out my channel for other videos on the Bambu Lab P2S. I got it about 6 months ago, and I have used it like crazy. Really enjoying it. I don't know how many hours I have on it, but it is a bunch, and I continue to find great things to print with it. I plan on doing a lot more printing here on this channel. As always, guys, I appreciate you checking out the Paleo Maker MD channel. Stay tuned for more videos soon.